Hello, beautiful souls. Kimberly here. This is take two because I tried to come on earlier today, right after I finished teaching my yoga class. I just felt inspired. I felt compelled to come on and share something that was on my heart, but I had some technical challenges going live on my phone in my car. So we're going to try again because I'm still feeling this on my heart to share with you. Those of you dreamers out there, those of you that have a desire on your heart, this may resonate for you. So I'll make it as quick as possible. If it's something that helps, awesome. And I'd love to keep the conversation going because I think this matters to all of us that have dreams for our lives. But our son Tyler is about to turn 8 years old. 1 week from today, he will be 8 years old, and it is really bubbling up for me the blessing that he is. I mean, from day one, he is an absolute blessing. For a year and a half before I found out I was pregnant, I was told that I couldn't have children. I wouldn't be able to have children, most likely. And then he was my miracle. And it was such an obvious blessing that it very quickly made me realize that what I had heard, you've heard this before. My mom has said this to me before, that, our children don't come from us. They come through us. We don't create them. They're created within us. We serve as like the vessel, and our children come through us to be able to shine their light onto the world. And what I felt inspired to share is just the connection that dreams are like our children. Dreams come through us. They don't come from us, they come through us to be able to shine their light onto the world. And often I think that we feel like we have to have too much of it figured out. And I think that if we spent more time receiving and just opening ourselves up to kind of an internal guidance and less time searching outwardly, the better off we would be. And I just want to speak to anyone out there who feels like they might have a desire on their heart, a dream within them, what I call a destiny seed that is asking to come through you, to be planted into the world, to have its light shine, to have its gifts shared. Because the last thing we want is to get to the end of our days and look back and think, oh, I really wish I had done that. The other thing that kind of resonated for me was thinking about how much Tyler has changed over the 8 years. And this, of course, continues throughout our entire lifetime. But over time, we grow and we evolve and we change a bit. And yet we're always uniquely ourselves. When I look at our son Tyler, I think he's changed so much. He's grown, he's evolved. I mean, gosh, he's getting ready to be 8 years old. And yet he is still so uniquely Tyler. And I adore him. Well, dreams are like that too. They, over time, can evolve, can change, and shift a bit. But at the core, they remain the same. So to give you an example, my dream has always been, as long as I can remember, the desire within my heart, the destiny seed that needs to be planted for me to have my soul signature placed on the world during my lifetime, is to empower people. I have always thrived on finding ways to empower people, to lift people up. I came up with a mission statement when I was 19 years old. It was all about helping people, as many people as I could, with the knowledge and the tools needed to live healthier, happier, longer lives. So it's always been about empowering. Initially in my career, I started as a personal trainer and teaching group fitness, and I did it through that, living out my dream. And then got more into management, got into presenting at conferences, and continued living out my dream through that. Although it changed, evolved, it took different shapes. And then I got into the corporate world and spent 12 years in a corporate role. And that was living out my dream, continuing to empower others, and to the best of my ability, be a blessing to them, because I received so many blessings along the way from all the people that I was tasked with supporting. And then a few years ago, the dream started to evolve again and take a different shape. And that is what inspired me to step away from the corporate role, which a lot of people thought I was a little cuckoo for, because it's a solid role. It's a company I've been with still to this day, because I still teach for a lifetime. But I've been with them for over 20 years, and it was a great role, an abundant role with great benefits. But the dream was calling. The dream was calling, and it was taking a different shape, and it was taking me into the online space, to become both an entrepreneur and a coach for as many as I could, to help them live a more inspired life. And that is still a big part of my dream. I still, work with those that are looking to live their best lives just on a day-to-day basis, from all walks of life, all ages and such. But then most recently, over the time of this quarantine, I've had another layer added to the dream. The dream continues to evolve, just like we as humans continue to evolve and shift and grow. Um, it has evolved once again, and another layer has been added. That is my desire to help others step into perhaps the entrepreneurial space, but just even the space of leadership, to be able to empower others, to be able to uplift others to live their best lives, their happiest, their healthiest lives. And having spent my entire adult life in the health, fitness, wellness, yoga industry, I really want to especially speak to those, my peers in this industry, because I think we have such a tremendous opportunity coming through this season that we have gone through so far in 2020, to first and foremost to make a shift in the realm of our fitness industry, to broaden it to really be a wellness industry, because we don't want to just be physically fit. We want to be mentally, emotionally, spiritually, socially. We want to be fit. We want to be well. We want to experience well-being. And there really is a significant difference between the two. And during the quarantine, I got to reconnect with my soul sister, Donna Thomas. We started chatting quite a bit. And I came to learn that she was feeling a similar call to also empower our peers, other leaders, in our industry and even beyond our industry, who feel drawn to the wellness space. And so that's why you've been hearing a lot. If you've noticed, we've come on quite a bit, and we have created this program, and it's all about the rise of the wellness warriors. And it is so fulfilling, because we are on this magnificent path of not only living out our dream, but also finding others who are feeling a similar call, and helping them, guiding them in living out their dream as well, to be able to be the uplifters, to be able to be what I call the difference makers. And we have created an 8-week program that we're both giddy about. And it is called the Wellness Advisor Certification. It is an 8-week certification. Donna and I, are going to be facilitating together and walking a group of leaders through this program, so that they can come out the other end with the tools, with the resources, with the knowledge, and with the confidence to really empower others, to uplift others in a way that maybe they never have before. So we stepped into this space, started having these conversations with an idea of the size, or a range of the number of people we felt comfortable being able to work with, and really being able to be hands-on and make sure everyone has the attention needed to be successful. And we're really close to the point that we're not going to have room any longer. So I do want to wrap this up by saying that if you are, again, in the health and fitness space, as a leader, as a professional, or in maybe a surrounding area, but drawn to just the concept of well-being, the concept of wellness, and this is something that speaks to you, would love for you to find out more about it. Donna and I are going to be doing a Facebook Live on Tuesday at 1:00 Pacific Standard Time. That's 4:00 East Coast Time, 3:00 Central. And we're just going to be sharing some good information. We've gotten great questions, so we're able to put together now an FAQ, frequently asked questions, so that we can share that with you. And just take a listen and see if it's something that resonates with you, because this is something that's really important to me and to Donna both. We want to make sure that the people that are in this program with us are in it for the right reasons. They're not joining us just to find out a new way to make money. Will people come out of this learning how to make money? Yes. But the goal is to be the uplifter. The goal is to be a true leader who empowers others, because success without fulfillment, as far as I'm concerned, isn't success at all. Part of us truly being successful in life is being able to also not only reach our goals for ourselves, but lift others up along the way. And we really want to work with people who are serious about that. We really want to work with people who are serious about wanting to make a positive difference in the lives of others. So if you find that that resonates with you, if that doesn't resonate with you, no problem. There is no love lost whatsoever. We adore all of you out there doing the great work that you're doing. But if you are feeling called to kind of take it a step further, we have a few spots left. The doors officially close September 6th. The early bird ends this Thursday, the 20th. That's why I wanted to jump on Tuesday just to share some additional information. If you're called to check it out beforehand, it's just the website is inspiredwithkimberly.com/wellness warriors. That'll give you a little bit of information about what we're doing. And then join us on Tuesday, 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock East Coast time, on my Facebook page. And we will share just the highlights of the program and be available to answer any questions additionally that you may have at the time. If you have questions you want to have answered when we jump on together, please feel free to send me or Donna a message, and we'll be sure that we get it covered right off the bat, and it doesn't get missed in amidst the conversation. But the one other thing that I want to share with you when I think about like our children versus our dreams is there is one very stark difference. And that is the fact that when we're birthing a child, and I realize this doesn't apply across the board, but use your imagination. When we're birthing a child, when the time comes, that child is coming out into the world. Like it or not, ready or not, that child is coming out into the world. Dreams, on the other hand, are a little bit different. You actually can, through sheer will, keep them buried inside. You can keep your dreams, your desires, the calls you're feeling on your heart, you can successfully keep them inside you. And it's such a shame when that happens. Because I truly believe, just like our children come through us, our dreams are there to come through us, to shine light onto the world, to give their gifts to the world. And, as Bronnie Ware shares in her blog turned book, The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying, number one regret, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself instead of the life others are expecting of me. And living out your soul signature, tapping into that dream, that idea, that inspiration, that destiny seed, that is what it means to be true to yourself. So my personal opinion is when you feel a call on your heart, maybe a call to just to do more, to do something maybe a bit different, I truly believe it is our obligation to support that dream, to birth that dream, to support it and bring it out into the world, because it's there for a reason. It's there to not only give your gifts to the world, your wisdom, your talent, your experience, your skills. It's there to breathe that life onto the world, but it's also there to fulfill you. Because the last thing you want is to get to the end of your days and have the regret of what you didn't do. And that's in fact what happens for most when those who are in their final days are interviewed and they're asked what their regrets are. Very rarely is it about something they did. Very rarely do they say, oh, I regret doing this, doing this, doing this. It's typically, I regret not. doing something. I regret not going for my dream. I regret not following that inspiration. I regret not following that call that I felt. So I will ask you to look within, and if you are feeling a call on your heart to do something different in your life, follow that. Follow it, follow it, follow it. It will not lead you astray. Does it mean it's going to be easy? No. But when you are following your heart, when you are answering the call that's been placed there and moving toward your dreams, maybe just even one baby step at a time, even though there are obstacles and it may not be easy, there is a certain sense of ease in knowing that you're on your path, moving in the direction of the life that you came here to live, and moving toward further giving your gifts and onto the world, giving your gifts to the world. So that's what I really felt on my heart to share. So thank you for listening. Whether you're on live, oh, I see Deanna is on and Melina. So lovely to see you pop on. I appreciate it very much. Any thoughts or comments, please do share them, and we can kind of keep the conversation going in the comments. I hope this resonates. I hope this supports you in some way, shape, or form. For those of you that are in the fitness wellness space, definitely take a look at the Wellness Advisor certification. Those few spots left. We really want to make sure that that people who are following their heart are joining us, because so far, the group that has gathered to be a part of this momentous first time ever program is just mind-blowingly spectacular. I am blown away. Donna and I are both blown away at the group of leaders that is forming, and we are looking for those last few to round out Team A of wellness advisors, so that we can not only broaden the definition of our industry from fitness to wellness, but if you happen to see yourself as a fitness professional, let's broaden your definition of who you are and what you do. You're a wellness professional. And I don't know what situation you're in right now, whether with the quarantine and the pandemic and such, if you're working or not working. Maybe you're back to work, but it's only part-time. That's my scenario. Maybe you're not sure you want to go back to work in this live setting the way you once did. And there's so many things up in the air right now. But the fact of the matter is, as long as we have this, we have the ability to connect digitally, we can lift people up. We can support people on their path to living a healthier, happier life. We can support people in their healing from all the challenges that we've had so far in 2020. And that's the goal, is to support people in the wholeness of who they are with regards to complete well-being. So not just physical fitness, but complete well-being. That is what it is all about. If that resonates with you, let me know. Let me or Donna know if you have any questions. But no matter what, whether your dream is related to this or not, if you feel a dream on your heart, if you feel a call that has been placed on your heart, listen, and move. Even the smallest steps will literally energetically kind of send messages out to the universe of, yes, I'm going in that direction. And you will be surprised how much clarity and confidence can be gained by just taking small steps in the direction that your heart's being called. So follow your dreams, follow your heart, follow your joy, and live the life that you came here to live. I thank you so much for joining me. You have blessed me with your presence, and I appreciate it more than you know. And until our paths cross again, just please know that I am your biggest fan, your biggest cheerleader out there living the life of your dreams. And until our paths cross again, I'm, of course, sending you much, much love. So take care of yourself and others.